Hello, guys. Welcome to Gamers Nation. I'm one of your hosts, Will. We also have Trent and Denny here today. Lynn, we tried to message her, but she didn't get on here. Basically, this is an episode. This isn't really technically an episode. This is just kind of an annoyance. We did an episode earlier this morning, and thanks to Activision and their stupid asses and retarded selves, they blocked our video because we showed gameplay. Now, a lot of people are going to be against us and say, well, you shouldn't be posting gameplay or whatever anyway, so whatever. So we thought that there was an understanding with all these game companies that since they now allow you to record gameplay footage and whatever and post it up on Twitch and stuff, that it would be okay to post it up on YouTube. Now I know that that's obviously not the case anymore, and therefore will no longer show any gameplay footage on this channel, unfortunately. And you can thank the game studios for that mess, and YouTube too. So I'm very upset. So we're gonna be doing a quick freaking run through of this E3 Xbox conference, which I have to give a 7.5 out of 10 because it was honestly pathetic. Honestly, it was pretty pathetic in my opinion. It was good at points, but it was pretty pathetic. And in some of the stuff that it showed, it lacked a lot of gameplay footage. It lacked actual gameplay footage, to be honest. And there was no reassurance. There was a lot of confusion. And yeah, so we're gonna get started with the worst one of the lot, in my freaking opinion. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Alright, so we got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which showed itself and presented itself in all of its Killzone Shadowfall glory. So we're gonna start with Trent. What did you think of this Call of Duty trailer?
I thought it looked interesting. It had some new stuff like that you probably hadn't seen in most Call of Duty games. I think it's just kind of taking playbooks from Titanfall, because Titanfall was so successful and it's made by the same people who made Call of Duty. So they're trying to get people back into Call of Duty that probably left for Titanfall or that's interested in a new Call of Duty game. It's gonna be epic or whatever. But yeah, I think it looks okay.
Alright, Denny, what did you think of Call of Duty?
I thought the images were good. It looks very realistic. It gives you a view of the future, like yeah, what Trent said. Um, but I don't know. It doesn't really suit Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the footage.
Alright. Alright, so we know that Call of Duty is coming out in November, and therefore, yeah, it's coming out in November, and that's pretty much it. My personal take on Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, I did like it. I thought it was really good and good graphics and good gameplay, but Activision needs to prove to me that that's actual gameplay. Just because you have a guy standing on stage with a controller doesn't mean that that's a PC you're playing on. Doesn't mean that that's an Xbox that you're playing on. And therefore, because if Xbox is having trouble keeping up 1080p and or keeping up 60 frames per second, I have to be proven that this is going to be what it actually looks like when it releases, especially since no game to this point has looked, that very next gen to me. So, but Call of Duty, it gets a plus. It gets a plus. It looks like it's more up my alley. It looks like this will be something that I will enjoy, and I hope that and I hope that it will actually live up to the expectations. Next game is Forza Horizon 2. Denny, what did you think of Forza Horizon 2?
I don't know anymore what the game is.
It's fine. All right, Trent, what did you think of Forza Horizon 2?
That one I'm a little excited about because of the weather changes that should have been there in the other game. In the night and day, hopefully. Like,
Exactly.
it's a nice looking racing game. That's what I'm excited about. But other than that, I'm probably not gonna get it Xbox One still and not pay $60 for that game. So yeah.
Well, this game is released in September 30th of this year, which I think the game is going to look nice. If the fifth one looked okay, this one's going to look good. The weather effects, like you said, that should have been there on Forza 5, and now it's going to be in on this one. That is a complete lackluster. I understand that it's a launch title, and now this is the first official game, but I still don't think that this is fully. I don't think this is fully in the next gen region. I don't know. Maybe it could be. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see when it actually comes out. I have an Xbox One, and I'm not getting this because I'm not a racing fan. So, moving on to the next game, which is Evolve. Which I don't know if Denny, do you remember what Evolve was?
Yeah, yeah.
And what did you think?
The one that looks like Destiny.
Yes.
It looks good. But
What did you think of that?
it looks good, but it doesn't give me enough attention to buy the game.
Okay. And Trent, what did you think of Evolve?
I thought it looked interesting, but I don't think I'm going to probably get it. Is it an
Okay.
Xbox One exclusive?
I'm not sure. I think it honestly states that it does, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think it. Oh wait, no, it is only on Xbox One. Okay, so only Xbox One.
Well, it doesn't
This
matter.
one looked interesting. You can either choose. What was that?
Then it's nothing for me because I don't own a Xbox.
I know. I'm just. Evolve for me didn't really. It's made by the creators of Left 4 Dead. So Evolve is pretty cool. It looks really cool, but once again, the developers have to prove to me that that's gameplay. I'm really sick and I hate to repeat myself, but they have to prove to me that it's gameplay before I can get excited about it. See all these games that I'm listing at the show floor, and people actually playing it themselves, and hopefully we got those snoopers to prove that there's no PC underneath. So we're gonna move on to Assassin's Creed Unity. This is an Ubisoft game, and the difference between this and that and your other previous Assassin's Creeds is that you can play the story with cooperatively with up to 4 friends. Or 3 additional friends, including yourself. So, Trent, what did you think of Assassin's Creed Unity?
I'm interested in a 4-player co-op. I think that's pretty interesting. I might actually get the game, at least rent it, because of that. Just because
At
of
least
that.
GameFly it.
Yeah,
So you're gonna GameFly it.
yeah.
All
Most
right.
likely.
And Denny, what did you think of it? What do you think of Assassin's Creed Unity?
They really caught my attention on this one because especially the one when you can play with 3 other friends, that really caught me. And that's something I think it's cool because I can't play with you guys, and and also the graphics looks better than all the other games. That's actually the first Assassin's Creed game that really caught me wanting playing this game instead of all the other games of Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
So they did a good job.
With this Assassin's Creed, I'm not sure how it's gonna fit. They did a good job. With this Assassin's Creed, I don't know how it fits with all the other stories. There's no characters that they've shown. This one's kind of confusing. Is it just strictly online type thing, kind of like The Division, or is it a story mode that you play with friends? It looks like it's set in the French Revolution. I'm not entirely sure of that. The gameplay looks really beautiful, looks really nice, but once again, this is Ubisoft that we're talking about, and usually when they promise to deliver on big games, sometimes they don't always hit that mark. I hope that this case is different. I hope that this is actually a good game. I hope that it stays I hope it looks the way it does when I get it. But you know what? I'm really good. Honestly, I have to really get out of this mood. I really do because I'm just really upset because of the last video that was posted that it was like a 2-hour video. We wanted to get it out of the way and stuff. But so now we're just giving you a video. So basically I have to change this. So Assassin's Creed is really good. I just really want it to be I just want to know more about it story-wise, and I want to see more gameplay of it before I make a full-fledged, decision on whether I think it's going to be good or not.
I'm just hoping that they going to make the game better and not rush all the time like they did at Watch Dogs, because that really was disappointing.
I don't think they really rushed on Watch Dogs. I just felt like, well, they kind of rushed it because it was multi-plat. The thing is that with Ubisoft, a lot of games are going to suffer because they're going multi-plat. And since Xbox and PlayStation are not on the same level in power anymore, that they have to lose a lot of stuff and things like that, and everything had to suffer because of it. And that is where my problem is when you are a multi-platform company. Exclusives are going to look like exclusives, and third parties are a hit or miss. So, all right, so okay. Dragon Age Unity. I like the trailer. I like the setting. I like the layout. I like the fact that you play with 4 players. I like just everything about it. It's really cool. Trent, do you have anything else to add on Assassin's Creed Unity?
No.
All right. Next one is Dragon Age Inquisition, which got a release date for October 7th. Hopefully it doesn't get delayed, but this one looks good. So what do you think, Denny? What do you think about Dragon Age Inquisition?
I was excited about the game. It has been a long time ago that I played another Dragon Age game, and this one looks very good. But I didn't see much gameplay, so I need to see the gameplay first. But I like the trailer already, so.
The trailer. And Trent, I know that you're not really big on these type of games, but did you see anything in it that could possibly entice you to buy it?
No.
Nothing at all? Even if there's a drought for games?
I'll just play some mode. There's a lot of stuff I need to catch up on a last generation anyway.
Oh, okay. And next one will be Sunset Overdrive. Now this one is my game. I'm very excited about this one, like beyond belief. The trailer looked absolutely wonderful. It does actually, to me, look like that's what it would look like in gameplay. So I'm actually really excited for Sunset Overdrive. And the fact that it's coming out on October 28th, everybody, October 28th. So I'm definitely getting this one. So this is a really big thumbs up for me. So Trent, what did you think of Sunset Overdrive?
I thought it was great. It's like the only game that I would get if I get an Xbox One.
So this is the possible console seller for you if you see another one. Okay. And Denny, what did you think of Sunset Overdrive?
I love it. I was really amused by the trailer and the gameplay. I really want to get the game. That's the only game that would make me go buy an Xbox One. But it's too bad. It's just only for Xbox.
Oh yeah. It is. See, what makes me mad about this one is that this is a Sony exclusive company that went to the enemy to make an exclusive. I mean, I'm not doing a war or anything like that, but I think I understand why Insomniac decided to move over to Xbox, because I think Sony would have forced them to make a new Ratchet and Clank, and they were kind of Ratchet and Clanked all out, and then Resistance didn't do that well as a franchise to continue the tradition. They stopped the franchise, so they wanted to start something new. Why Sunset Overdrive didn't come to PlayStation? That was something that PlayStation really needed, but Xbox does need its fair share of exclusives. And now that I have an Xbox, I'm really glad. I just don't have friends to play it with. Maybe Anthony will play. Yeah, Anthony will probably get it and we'll play. Um, and maybe Trent, you'll get an Xbox One. I don't know, sometime soon. um, Next, there was a Dead Rising 3 DLC that got released today. It was kind of a surprise thing. It was like something called Super Ultra Mega something Dead Rising 3 Super Ultra Plus Ultimate Arcade Edition. It's literally a name that's like a lot of words. And it's like, I'm not really sure I understand it. It was like a bunch of Street Fighter characters and a bunch of other players in the game, and you can just play it. I really don't get it. But did any of you even care for Dead Rising 3 DLC? Trent, did you care about it?
I don't have a game.
But you can get it on PC now, right? Because it's on PC available, right? Or it's gonna be?
It's gonna be on PC in the summer.
Well, probably when it comes out, the DLC will come with it, and therefore you can technically be excited about it.
Nah, I don't know.
Danny, what do you think about this? I don't even know if you remember. It happened so quick.
The one that everyone can use customize to dress up like Street Fighter.
Yeah,
like this.
that one.
It's okay.
Alright.
It doesn't really excite me.
Yeah, it didn't really excite me either because I didn't even play, through Dead Rising 3 yet, and I had it since launch. So that's a problem for me. We're gonna move on to the next game, which is Dance Central Spotlight and Fantasia. Now, Dance Central Spotlight is scheduled to come out on September of 2014. No specific date, but we know that it's in 2014 in September, and therefore, what do you think about this Dance Central Spotlight thing? I mean, I'm getting it. I really don't know because the guy walks up on stage, literally doesn't show any gameplay, just sits there and stands there talking, and then since it was skipping, I couldn't really follow him. So like, I'm just like, I don't get it. So we saw a trailer, but it was pretty cool. They had some really cool music on it, and I'm very excited. But well, it's a Kinect game for the Xbox One. It seems to be the only one, that and Fantasia. So they didn't show nothing on Fantasia. So what do you guys think of this Dance Central? What did you think of the Dance Central Spotlight?
I don't really care too much about Dance Central, even when I had a Xbox. The Kinect and the 360, I didn't play it. I just watched people play it, and that was fun enough for me. I'm not too
wow.
into dancing games, like Just Dance and that kind of stuff.
And Denny, what did you think of Dance Central Spotlight?
That game looks very good. It looks very fun to play. I like the songs in it. It brings you in the mood to dance, and I like that game.
It's really fun. I really like it. Definitely should try it out. Next, we have Fable Legends, which is scheduled to have a beta in the fall. No exact release date as of right now. Basically, in a nutshell, to explain what this game was that it's a 4-player cooperative game that you can play, and then you can have an additional player play the villain, and basically it becomes a tower defense-like game where you create traps for the other players, kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons type game. That's what it pretty much reminded me of in video game form, which just sounds like a unique idea, and it sounds really cool. But this one also confused me because there was no story. There was story, but there was dialogue. But what is it? Is it a gameplay campaign that you can play the story by itself? Did they just show us multiplayer? That I don't understand. So Trent, what did you think of this Fable Legends? Was it you didn't like it at all?
Not interested in Fable.
Okay, no interest in Fable. Okay, Denny, what about you? How did you feel about Fable Legends?
Not interested. But the gameplay they showed us, it was kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't. I mean, it was it was cool looking gameplay. In my opinion, I thought it was a really cool gameplay look. But hold on for 1 second. I was just getting something fixed, and now it's not working. Okay, there we go.
That
Um,
game, that game looked a bit like the older PlayStation game, like Pyro and Crash Bandicoot.
it sort of did give a feeling of like a cartoon kiddish game, but that's the world of Fable. I like the art design. I think it looks cool. If they can make what they showed on that screen appear, and if they need to give more story, in my opinion. They need to show more. They need to be more clear on if this game even has a story to follow, or if it's just going to be like Titanfall multiplayer only. So, because if that's the case, $60 for an online multiplayer, no more. I want some story. I want to play through something. I don't want to have to rely on my skills on being good at the game. I don't know. That's just me. I'm not really a competitive person. Next, we have Project Spark on the list, which I was currently playing the beta recently. It comes out this fall officially, and the rare character, Conker, from Conker's Bad Fur Day from the Nintendo 64 days, is going to be a playable character, which you can download, I believe, right now if you go to the Project Spark website or something. And therefore, you can create your own games. Since Rare's not allowed to create games like this, because they're busy making Kinect Sports and stuff, you can create your own Conker game using Conker and Project Spark. So, what did you guys think of Project Spark? Trent, what did you think of Project Spark from what you've seen in the trailer today?
Today, oh,
Mm.
not much. Not like last year. They actually just
Mm.
showed a trailer. If I had never seen Project Spark, I wouldn't be that interested. But
See,
based on by knowing what it is, I'm actually still interested in Project Spark.
actually, you know what? There's nothing wrong with still being interested in Project Spark because Project Spark is cool. You have to invest in the time to watch it. You have to invest in the time to want to create. It's really easy to create. I'd say it's easier than playing Little Big Planet. It's a less complicated version of it. Denny, what did you think of Project Spark?
The idea was very good. That it makes people want to be creative and create their own world and share it to the other gamers. That's a great idea, but in general, that game doesn't really catch me. I'm not really interested. But
Okay.
maybe it's because the graphics, because it doesn't really
Hmm.
look like Elder Scroll thing like that.
Because with this game, it's a creation game, and you can create whatever game you want. Basically, if you're just creative, it's obviously games like this are not going to be graphically at that level, but who knows? We're gonna move on to the next game. Ori and the Blind Forest. This is about some gorilla or some sort of gorilla with a white face picking up a monkey, a little white monkey or little white squirrel of some sort. I don't even know what it is, but graphically the game looks beautiful. I believe it's only available on Xbox only. It looks like it's a 2D side scroller type game, and therefore it is. It was really interesting to look at all this, just seeing just sliding down and bouncing from wall to wall and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I don't even know if you guys remember that. You guys remember this, right?
I do.
Okay, so what did you think of this game?
I thought it looked very good. It's kind of like Child of Light. Uh,
Mhm.
that game looks so beautiful.
Yes,
I
Child
like
of Light.
I like those kind of games.
Oh yeah, they're really good. I really think they're good. Trent, what did you think of Ori and the Blind Forest?
I liked it, but I don't know if I'll
Ever buy
buy
it?
it. Yeah, I'll wait until it's like free or something.
All right, we'll move on to the next game real quickly. Halo: The Master Chief Collection has been officially announced. One of the disappointing things in this Microsoft press conference was that they didn't really show. They showed like a little trailer, which I believe was Halo 5 Guardians, but then they didn't really show anything that I would have to say was, groundbreaking. They didn't show no gameplay to the new Halo. So instead, they gave us Halo: The Master Chief Collection, which was in the rumor mill for like a while, and then eventually it's been confirmed. So this game has Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, Halo 4, and they have some levels where they recreate it in all of its HD glory, where you can play the whole game just by pushing the button, or you can play the classic mode of how they were launched 10 years ago. So pretty much you're getting all this Halo content, plus you get a Halo movie, Nightfall movie, whatever that is, and if you buy this, you get access to Halo 5 beta in December, and this will be available on November 11th of this year. So, anybody interested in this Halo Master Chief Collection? Denny, are you interested in this Halo Master Chief Collection?
I used to play the first game and I really liked it, but since I don't own the Xbox, no.
No, so no interest in there. So this doesn't make you want to buy an Xbox?
No.
All right.
Because if I bought an Xbox, that would be the only game I'll be playing, or the only two games.
I think it's 4, right? All 4 Halos?
There's 4 Halos, but they're not putting in the side ones. They're not putting like Halo Wars. They're not putting Halo Spartan Assault, and they're not putting Halo Reach in there. But it's just pretty much the main Halos. Halo Reach was a side game. It was a side game that was a prequel to all the Halos.
Was it good?
A lot of people liked it. Me personally, it was okay. And then there was Halo ODST, which connected.
That's the one I had.
There was that one, and that one was.
Yeah, everyone said that was the worst one.
It was the worst one out of all of them. But all right. So would you buy this Master Chief Collection, Trent? If would you buy an Xbox? Yeah, if you had an Xbox, would you get it?
Yeah, but not for full price.
Not for full price. Okay. Here we go. Next one. Next game is called Inside, which is scheduled to come out in early 2015. The creators of Limbo has created this game. This kind of creeped me out. It was like a World War II looking type thing. It's a side scroller just like what Limbo is. It's kind of the same art style, except it's not black and white. Well, no, it is black and white, but it's not the same type of black and white as Limbo, if that makes any sense. This one scared me. It scared me. I don't understand what it is, but it looked really interesting. I definitely am curious to get this one. So, Denny, what did you think of Inside?
That game looks a bit creepy. I think it's about Nazis though. Like
it looks like Nazis, yeah.
It does sound a bit racist.
Well, I don't even know. It looks like that, but I know that that's not the story. It's not about Nazis, but it just looked like.
It better be, because that would be messed up.
It better not be. Trent, what did you think of this Inside game?
I thought the art style looked good and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know if I'll actually get that one either.
What if it came out on PlayStation 4?
If it was free, or like
so like a PlayStation Plus?
I don't know about full price right then and there, but no.
This could be a PlayStation Plus game if it's coming out on PlayStation Plus or Xbox Gold. All right, next game. I know Jenny's super excited about this one, but so we'll start with Jenny on this one. Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is scheduled to come out holiday of 2015. So we have to wait a whole year and a half, folks. So
I don't care.
Denny, what did you think when you first saw this trailer and you knew that it was Lara Croft sitting in that chair?
I was so speechless. I was literally almost jumping and screaming, but I had to hold on. When I first heard this scene, I already knew it's it was Tomb Raider. I kind
Oh
of knew that
God.
it's going to call the rise of Tomb Raider. Um, I just have that thing when Tomb Raider is in around me, my radar starts to pop, and I know, oh, it's Tomb Raider.
Yeah, you had that ESP because I wasn't even expecting it to be Tomb Raider. Like I just was not expecting it, and I was just like, "Who's this girl sitting on the chair?" And then as soon as Denny heard the voice, he's like, "That is Lara Croft!" Oh my God! I wish you guys could see it. I wish you guys could see it. It was really good. It was really good. Trent, what did you think of this Tomb Raider trailer?
I'm excited for Tomb Raider again, but not as excited as Denny because he's the biggest fan I know. But yeah, I'm excited for Tomb Raider.
Oh
I,
yeah.
I love that game, by the way. It looks cool, but I wish they showed us more gameplay.
I wish that they showed us gameplay. Period. Just anything.
Yes.
Just her shooting a bow and arrow, like in like I'm controlling her type thing. Not like in movie form, but just like just her doing something. It looks like it's gonna be cool. I can't wait to see more of it. And I hope we do see more of it. And
I just I just hope she's going to use her dual guns, and I hope she gets her braid ponytail back. I like the
oh, the
old
braided
version.
ponytail.
Yes.
It looks exciting. I like the atmosphere. It looks like you get to go inside caves now, and that's really cool. And if that's the case, I'm very excited about that.
Can I ask you something,
Go
both of
ahead.
you? Would you both think they were ever going to put Lara Croft back to the closing like they used to be in the classic, or are
Um,
they going to be designing new stuff that like the older versions never existed?
my personal thing with this is that this is a reboot, and with every reboot, everything is going to be different. They're rebuilding it from the ground up. They're changing the exact way that you knew Lara. That before everybody saw Lara Croft as this really strong girl. She was really, really strong. And then they kind of humanized her in this one, making her feel emotion every time she kills somebody, and just constantly breathing and getting scared and stuff like that. And then this is kind of toughening her up, and I feel like this is a good way for it. But as far as clothing, and I don't see her, I want her to get the braided ponytail back, but seeing her face, it looks like it doesn't match.
I think they probably will in like a down DLC or something, like a special
Possibly.
costume.
This
Mm,
game kind of reminds me of the movie The Decent. It
mm,
kind of looks like that because the storyline is basically just the same.
mm.
Descendant.
Yes, it's just the same story almost.
Um, what else? What else? What's the next one? The next game is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Now, Trent, I know that you have really nothing to say about this one, so what do you have to say? What is the little bit that you have to say?
Not interested in The Witcher. I'm not really into those kind of games. That's like all old and stuff, castles and dragons.
Yeah, but graphically, did it look good to you? If that's what the real graphics are.
Not really.
Oh, okay. And Denny.
I wouldn't expect it to look any better. It's an open world game. It seems like they can't really.
Yeah, they can't. There's always going to be a problem with those. Denny, what did you think? What did you think of the Witcher 3?
The graphics looks good, but I'm not interested in womanizers.
Womanizer. See, with The Witcher 3, I'm really, really freaking stoked about this one. I'm really, really happy about it. I love the way it looks. I really hope, like I said, that it's portrayed the way I think it's going to be portrayed and the way that it shows. And I know I hate saying that over and over again, so I keep saying it anyway. But I really want I really like The Witcher 3. I never really finished the second one and never played the first one, so I really hope that I don't get lost in the story with this one. But this looks like it's really, really good because I like third-person action adventures, and I feel like that's how they should all be. But yeah. Next game that we're talking about is Phantom Dust, which is also scheduled to come out in 2015. This game is a cult classic, supposedly, of a game I've never heard of, and they're making it. And it's made by the creators, I believe Double Helix is making this one, and it looks like it's some sort of fighting game. There was like some guy with blue powers and some girl with pink, and we're just like clashing into each other. I don't know. At first I thought it was like Bloody Roar or something, and that they were going to turn into animals or something. I didn't know what it was. Trent, what did you think of this trailer?
I don't know what to think of it because it's just like a trailer.
Yep, exactly.
It looks interesting, I guess.
And Denny, what did you think of this Phantom Dust trailer?
I don't even remember. Phantom Dust.
All right, let's move on. The Division was next by Ubisoft, which is scheduled to come out in 2015. When, where, I don't know when. But this game looks really nice. It's a multiplayer game. I'm really not sure if this game is. You can play with your friends, but I don't know if it's a multiplayer game where you play against other people and their friends, or I'm not really 100% sure how this game works. So I'm excited about this one, but then again, I'm not really so sure. I really hope that this ends up being a good game. But if I get the Division, are you guys planning on getting the Division? Does this look good to you? Does the game look good to you, Trent?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Ooh, that's good. Danny, are you getting the Division? I'm sorry, Trent. I'm sorry.
It's a third-person shooter, and it looks kind of interesting.
Oh, it really does. I'm really excited about it.
I really don't care about the graphics because it looks interesting enough. I was always excited for it.
I was excited about it before. I just want to know how the mechanics work. I just want to know. I don't want the controls to feel like they're Assassin's Creed, or I want it to feel something different. Danny, what did you think of the Division?
It looks damn kicking ass. I love it. I'm going to get that game right when they come out.
All right. Next one, we have Scalebound on the list. Scalebound was another trailer that they showed that had absolutely no gameplay in it. And this is made by Platinum Games, and it's kind of awkward. You see a guy who's wearing music headphones in in what looks to be Dragon Age's world, and fighting and slaying a dragon and transforming into a knight while listening to some music. It looks cool, but what is it? So I really don't know. So what did you? I know that you
I have
hate
to
dragons.
agree with you, but yeah, it still looks cool. I might actually be interested in that one. Even though I just said I don't like dragons because it's like a twist,
Oh yeah, you're interested. You want to know why he's wearing them headphones.
Yeah.
What if it's like a time traveling game and it's not actually what you think it is? Like it could just be that he goes to the past for one mission. See, we don't know nothing about it, so we have to find more about Scalebound before we could do it. Is this an Xbox One exclusive? I believe it is. So, Denny. So I'm assuming you didn't like the trailer.
I was so confused. I don't even know what I was watching.
All right. Well, this brings us to our final game of E3, which is Crackdown 3. And once again, even though I'm excited that this game exists because I love the previous two. This one was strictly just strictly video. That's all it was. So therefore, I couldn't get excited about it because it just wasn't anything. I understand that when Kingdom Hearts came out last year, that was all just concept and stuff. But gameplay is what gets me excited. I want to see what I'm actually playing. And it's nice to see a movie, but I want to see what I'm actually playing. I want to see what it's going to look like. So, I wasn't impressed by the trailer. It showed like one of the police agency guys destroying one of the bad guys, and that's pretty much it. So Trent, what did you think of Crackdown 3? Have you ever played the other Crackdowns?
Yeah, but I'm not really interested in that. What I saw, I kind of agree. Maybe I need to see more gameplay, but I don't really care about what I saw today.
And Danny, what did you think of Crackdown 3, the final trailer of Xbox?
I can't remember that either. Sorry.
It's fine. The thing is that my opinion with with E3, with the Xbox's E3, my favorite things about it was the pacing. It went from one game right to the other. It didn't introduce people. People didn't really. There were a few people that kind of went forever to get to the damn point, but it was still. It was there. It was all about games. I was very disappointed. They didn't announce big, heavy hitters that I knew that they would. The Halo 5 Guardians, they didn't show anything about that. They didn't show anything about Metal Gear Solid 5. They didn't show anything about. They just didn't show anything about games that are going to be on their console. Not even in the reel at the end. They didn't show anything big. They didn't show nothing on Quantum Break. Rare didn't have another game to showcase. There was just so many things that were missing. There was no Gears of War.
Didn't they have like a lot of new IPs that they were going to show, or is that not this year?
Supposedly, they have another event called like Xbox Brazil, and Xbox is going to do another event in Brazil, I believe, sometime next month, and maybe we'll get more information there. But until then. Xbox didn't give us. I feel like Xbox gave us something, but the majority of these games that I was interested in are gonna be on PlayStation.
Glad anyway, yeah.
So like it's The Division. I'm interested in Division. Scalebound looks cool, but there was no gameplay. Crackdown, no gameplay. Rise of the Tomb Raider is gonna be on PlayStation 4. I know that, and it's gonna be on PC too. So. But there's no gameplay of it, so I couldn't really get excited. Halo the Master Chief Collection. These are games that I've already played in their HD form and stuff like that. The only thing that was exciting was the Halo 5 beta. Ori the Blind Forest looks fine. I hope that that's a $14.99 game, because if they're charging $60, that's too much. Project Spark is going to be a free game. That's going to be interesting. Fable Legends has a beta this fall. Looks interesting, but I need to know more about it. Does it have a story? Does it have a campaign? Do you have to play with 4 players? I need those questions to be answered. Dance Central Spotlight. I don't have any idea what that was. I'm not sure if I fully get it. Fantasia, I'm not interested in. Sunset Overdrive, really excited. It got a release date. That is the only exclusive on here that I'm just like, oh, I must have it. Dragon Age Inquisition's coming out for PlayStation. Assassin's Creed coming out for PlayStation. Evolve I'm not sure about that either. Does that have a story? Forza Horizon 2, I'm not into racing games, but it has a September 30th release date. And Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Also, other games that were announced today was Mirror's Edge 2. Battlefield Hardlines, which you can get the beta right now, but there's a closed beta, so be very careful. It's available for PlayStation 4, and it's for PC, so you have to do it real quick. Chances are, by the time you see this video, it's not available. What else? There's
Sims.
There's The Sims 4 that was announced.
Yes.
There was Mass Effect 4. They showed the concept gameplay of what it would look like. They showed
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge 2. They showed a bunch of sports games like
Madden
15, FIFA 15, NHL 15, UFC, just all the sports games you can think of. And then that was pretty much all that I picked up from EA. Oh, and Dragon Age. But that's pretty much all I got from EA. So what did you guys think of EA's conference?
I didn't see all of it, and the games that I miss, I'm not really interested in anyway.
I was bored as hell. And
Yeah,
that
the only game
press
I was
conference. I'm
really
sorry.
interested in was at the beginning.
It was okay. It started very cool, but it ended very boring.
Oh god, yeah. When they started getting into the sports era, it felt like Xbox's first press conference again. Xbox One's first press conference. So yeah, we're missing the Ubisoft presentation because that's happening right now. And I guess I'm gonna watch that later. I originally had an Xbox One shirt in my old video, but you know because they blocked it, I changed. I was too damn lazy. So I will be wearing my PlayStation shirt when PlayStation comes on. And be sure to watch us on PlayStation. We will be setting up that live. We are so sorry that this show was kind of just so out of whack, kind of out of thing. We were really tired. We were working on it. All of our enthusiasm kind of went out the window when we saw it and things like that. But you'll hear more about these games in more detail as you know we start seeing more demos and as we go throughout the week we will talk more about it. Unfortunately, we cannot show any gameplay anymore because you know we don't know how we don't know what companies allow you to see it and what companies don't allow you. There's always seems to be one company that doesn't enjoy to have their footage on our show. So thank you guys so much for watching like always, and stay tuned for PlayStation. We will be doing a live stream after it's done and talking about the games and maybe possibly having a guest on that show. So thank you guys so much, and hope to see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.